I heard my mom was going to be talking about ELLs, and I just wanted to share my story, just because it's a true story about an ELL who was given an opportunity, and it worked out well for them. So my mom and I and my brother came over to the U.S. in 2000. We immigrated from a small town in southern Chihuahua, and my mom brought us over to potentially give us a better life and a better opportunity to do something great. And the cool thing about learning English is that my mom and I were both dealing with the same obstacles at the same time. We weren't the same age, obviously, and her environment was a little different than mine. Mine was in a closed setting of a classroom, and hers was just in the real world. So she had to learn a little quicker than I did, but it was equally as frustrating for both of us. And I could tell, even as a 5-year-old, asking my mom what something meant, and her being super frustrated that she couldn't explain it to me. So it was something that brought us closer together, but something that helped us develop a little more empathy for those who aren't given the same opportunities that we were given. And I think that's why my mom takes so much pride in helping kids out who are ELLs, because she sees a lot of myself and my brother in a lot of those kids, and she sees a lot of herself in a lot of those kids. So she was learning the language while she was working and cleaning offices at night, at the same time going to community college. And for myself and my brother, we were learning English through a public school system. And every single teacher we had through that amazing public school system at Washington Elementary School District, whether it was at Desert View over on 7th Street in Dunlap, or Royal Palm over on 19th Avenue, and Butler, I think it is, and then again through Sunny Slope High School. Every single opportunity I got to get better at something, especially within the English language, every single teacher had so much passion in everything that they did that it made my job of learning the language that much easier. I always felt wanted. I felt out of place for sure, but the teachers who took great pride in teaching ELLs, you could tell that they cared about what they were doing just because of how much empathy they carried with every action they did to help us. They treated us just like another kid, and because of all those teachers I had, and all the help that I got throughout the years, I was able to find myself in a position to further my education in college. I got a scholarship, mostly academic. It was like half and half, academic and athletic. I was able to swim in college for Seattle University, which is the only Division I men's program in the Northwest. And it was something that could have never happened if teachers wouldn't have given me the opportunity or looked at me and said, he needs help. And it could have easily not turned out that way if teachers would have looked at me and been like, well, he's a lost cause. Like, he doesn't understand English. Like, why doesn't he understand English? So I thank those teachers, and I think about them every day, like Miss Betts, Miss Shields, Miss Tryon, all the Mr. Sperduti, Miss Farley, Mr. Martinez, and all the great teachers in high school that I had, like Miss Ducey, Miss Novak, all the people who really showed me and helped me appreciate the language were the reason why I was able to continue my education. So I think every kid who's trying to learn English deserves the same opportunity, if not a better one. So that's why I really admire what my mom does and how much passion she has in seeing what she can do to help these English language learners, just because she understands that a lot of them are smart. They're just haven't been given the opportunity to really express themselves in the native language of the U.S., which is English, I guess. And she understands that if they are given that opportunity, they might turn out way better than whatever it is my brother and I are doing now. So she always says, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. And that's something that I've carried on into my professional life now as a performance coach at an aquatic club and as an exercise specialist at a physical therapy firm. And it's never settle for just complacency, and it's going to be something that I learned growing up and having to battle and having to deal with adversity. And it made me a great student. I think it's gonna make me a great attribute to society in my professional field or just in the world in general. But it would have never happened if I was never given that opportunity. So hopefully the kids in the school district are given the same opportunity I was, because kids are evolving. They're going to do something crazy if they're given the proper chances and the proper guidance. So that's my story, and hopefully it helps put into perspective what giving a kid a chance really does.